Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're curious to know. Well, this is downtown Coral Bay. This is Coral Bay Beach. And even on the last few days of November, as you can see, there is a gentleman walking into the blue Mediterranean Sea. And he appears to be making a video. Perhaps he's making a YouTube video. I think this is his girlfriend on the beach side, and perhaps that's his other girlfriend in the blue Mediterranean Sea. You never know, do you? Could be a very, very lucky man indeed. But he is a lucky man because, of course, he's on the island of love. And as you may have noticed, there's an awful lot of blueness going on. The sky is blue, the sea is blue, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. That must mean one thing. All that is missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. Because Paphos Cyprus, Coral Bay, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting, especially for you. But just imagine yourself walking on the golden sands in downtown Coral Bay, on the Coral Bay Beach, possibly one of the most famous beaches in Cyprus. And if you're curious to know how far Coral Bay is from Paphos town centre, the main event, the promenade and the harbour area, it's around about 20 minutes on a bus. And again, similar timing in a car, perhaps if you've borrowed one, stole one, rented one, or you just happen to own one. But Coral Bay is certainly a place that you should come and visit. It's got a special place in a lot of people's hearts, perhaps if your name's Lady Ali, and of course, Lord of the Neil. They like to come to Coral Bay every single year and have a spectacality of a holiday indeed. And of course, they'll be doing it all over again next year, and myself and Marika will be waiting for them somewhere in and around downtown Paphos. Feast your eyes and digest the beauty and the spectacality of the little place known as Paphos, Cyprus, the island of love. I'm going to light up a little boy cigar and allow you to enjoy the view on a spectacality of a day indeed. And like I say, end of November, temperature, if you're curious to know, 17 degrees, literally at the water's edge. I'm not sure I'd want to be going in there, but many people do, don't they? Every single day. Yep, life is pretty good. So come on, let's get up into Coral Bay and do a little bit of driving around, and then perhaps head into lower midtown and uptown Peyia, so you get to familiarise yourself with the area. So starting point, downtown Coral Bay Beach. We're going to do a little bit of off-roading. Hopefully the gimbal on the camera can keep it stable. But this is the car park area. Not the greatest car park in the world, but plenty of space for you to park that car, and there's a bigger car park at the top. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the drive. I might say a big thank you to all the people that come back to watch Mr. Paul as he takes you on his little adventures in and around Paphos. And of course, if there's somewhere that you'd like me to go, drop it in the comments, and you never know, that little video may be coming very, very soon indeed, especially for you. Isn't that a nice villa there, sitting on the mountainside? Imagine staying there. And I think that one is to rent, by the way. And there's plenty of villas around Coral Bay, plenty of apartment complexes and hotels, and I'm pretty sure one of them could be that perfect place for you. So as we transcend up this little bit of concrete roading, we are coming to the main car park, and like I see, it's not very busy because of course we're in the end of November, but I'm pretty sure later on today, probably around midday, you'll find 10-20 people pop down to the beach, because it's a nice place to come, isn't it, to gather your thoughts and get a little bit of fresh air. So here you go, main road in downtown Coral Bay. We're going to take a right and head up to the Coral Bay Strip. For those of you who've not been back to Cyprus for a couple of years, you are in for a shock, in for a surprise, because the Coral Bay Strip was all renovated over the last 18 months. It opened up, 4 or 5 months ago now, just in time for the summer season. And everyone who's been to have a look at it has said, yeah, it's a vast improvement, much better for cars. Well, not better for cars actually, because they can't park anywhere, but it's a much nicer road, if you understand me. But more importantly, it's much better for pedestrians, people who come here on holiday. The pavements now are exclusively for you guys to walk upon rather than for us guys to park upon. Yeah, there you go. It's called progress, isn't it? Great coffee shop coming up on the right hand side, whether you're going down to the beach or coming back from the beach. It's called the Second Cup, so perhaps stop and have a cup on the way down and then pop in for your second cup on the way back up. Coral Bay Strip is coming up. On the left hand side is the brand new Cali renovated hotel. That's a luxury 5-star resort. We've got the Blazing Salads or Blazing Salads restaurant on the right hand side. Dolce Vita, lots of restaurants, lots of bars, lots of different themed restaurants. You've got a Japanese restaurant, Chinese restaurant. You've got the Cleo's Cocktail Disco Bar. We've got the Adrian Steakhouse restaurant, Othello's restaurant. Lots of restaurants, all concentrated on the Coral Bay Strip, all very convenient for you guys if you're in a villa or an apartment or perhaps one of the hotels situated in and around this area. Kiosks, even the Coral Bay Health Clinic, perhaps if something untoward happens, perhaps if you trip over or something like that. Hopefully you never have to go there. But somewhere you might want to go is the Bank of Cyprus, which is there on the left. They've normally got cash in the cash machine, and well, now and again you can pop in with a balaclava as well, can't you, if you need some extra cash. Let's keep going straight up the hill, and we're going to go into Peyia. So Peyia is literally across the road to Coral Bay, as we can see. See, there we are. Now Coral Bay, just so you understand, I mean, if you've been here many times you'll understand anyway, but Coral Bay, Peyia, Sea Caves and St George are all part of Peyia, so it can be confusing if you've not been here before. But this now is Peyia Village that we are heading towards. And again, all around here there are plenty of villas, and as we head into the more built up area there's apartment complexes. So if you're looking for that perfect place, hunt it down on the internet. And if you're not quite sure about it, why not drop it into the comments and ask our opinion, and you tell us what you want from a holiday. You know, if you want a totally chilled out holiday in the middle of nowhere, well, perhaps a villa in Argus St George could be that perfect place for you. But if you don't want to hire a car, but want to be in Coral Bay and access to all the restaurants, the hotels and the beaches, therefore you'd be much, much better to be in Coral Bay itself. And then of course everywhere will be within walking distance. So little points for you to take on board if you're coming to the Peyia area, which is Peyia, Coral Bay, St George, Argus St George as the locals say, and of course Sea Caves. Different holidays for different types of people. Let's check the price of benzene. How much is it? Let's have a quick look. It's 139.9. It's coming down a little bit, isn't it? Not too bad. Drop in the comments, what's the price of a litre of fuel in your country? Perhaps in Poland, Lady Anna, my superstar. I have no doubt she'll drop it into the comments. And hopefully she's wrapped up warm, because I think the first snow has come to downtown Krakow. Big shout out to her partner in her crimes, Dr. Tomas, and of course their son and my great friend, Sir Bart, who's destined to be the greatest lawyer in the world, but not before his mother retires, and she's got a few years yet, that's for sure. Big shout out to Dame Anne, big shout out to Lord Andy, Lady Ness. They're coming back to Cyprus in the new year. Yes, they've sneaked a week in, and of course Dame Anne is coming in and around the 15th of March for the grand opening of the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. On that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my completed utter madness as I take you on my travels, my adventures in and around Peyia today. And if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, you drop in the comments, you never know. That video may be coming very, very soon indeed, especially for you. And if you'd like to keep the channel afloat, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform? All you have to do is Google these magic words. Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and Me, up will come our landing page, or you can click through on our About page on YouTube. And while you're at it, you could also click through to Cars and Me. That's my little channel where I talk about cars and review some cars, or go join Marika on some of her adventures on Marika and You. So those are two of the channels in the group, of the little me group, shall we say. And of course, those of you who regularly follow the channel understand that on the 15th of March 2025, we will be opening the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And we're very excited at the moment because we've got electricity, and we believe today the water will be hooked up as well. So we can move forward slowly but surely. And of course, when it opens up, there will be a welcome to die for you guys. So come and find us on Bar Street, the most famous street in the world. We're surrounded by hotels: the Anemi Hotel, the Sofiana Hotel, the Dionysus Central Hotel, the Almira Hotel, the Alexander the Great Hotel, the Amavi Hotel, and of course apartment complexes galore. We won't be far from your back door. Midtown Peyia, that's where we are. We're going to keep on going up into the mountainside, and we're going to circumnavigate the square and then come back down, and I'll name one or two points of interest along the way. And there could be a restaurant, it could be a bar, it could be an electrical store like there on the left hand side. If you're living in Peyia or you come on holiday to Peyia, pretty much everything you can want is in one spot. You don't have to come to Paphos, and many people don't. They land in the airport, go by taxi, car or coach to Coral Bay, have a fantastic holiday, and then do that return journey and fly back to their home country. But we always say you should come to downtown Cape Paphos. That's the Paphos Promenade and the harbour area. That is the most important part in the whole of Paphos, and that is the heart and the soul of Paphos, because of course the promenade and the harbour are absolutely spectacular. And those of you who've been there know that, and those of you who've been there always keep coming back. There's something special, there's something unique about downtown Cape Paphos. And we believe when the Marika and Me Lounge Bar opens up, we will add even more uniqueness. So we'll be waiting for you. So don't forget to come and see us. On that note, if you'd like to be part of the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, if perhaps you'd like to get your name on the Wall of Fame on the Hollywood staircase, all it costs you is £50 and your name will appear on a brick with a fancy title. And of course, everyone who comes into the lounge bar will probably go and read whose names are on those bricks. Why not be one of them? And then they would know that you helped to fund and make it the greatest bar in the world. If you'd like to do that, all you have to do is hunt us down on PayPal, Paul G Cyprus. That's P-A-U-L, as in Paul, G-E-E, and then of course Cyprus. Paul G Cyprus on PayPal. And of course, up will come our little landing page, little smiling face of myself and Marika, and we thank you very, very much as you gift us £50 to have your name on a brick on the Wall of Fame on the Hollywood staircase. And if you'd like to have your name on the Hollywood staircase, like Princess Tracy, like Sir Robert of the Shore, all it costs you is £200, and of course you can do that via PayPal. We've also got some spectacular ceilings, as many people have noticed. So if you'd like your name on a star hanging from that ceiling, all it costs you is £200. Gift it via PayPal, and we do thank you very, very much indeed. Here we are in Peyia. There's the football training ground over here on the left, and I can see some football stars running around, keeping themselves fit, getting ready for that superstar football match, whenever it may be. This is central Peyia, bars and restaurants, bakeries, hair salons. We've even got a medical centre and one or two property sellers, and a very popular bar here coming up is called the Harris Bar. Very, very famous bar in Peyia indeed. Fire station coming up on the left. Hopefully you never need them, but they are there if you need them. Fancy some fish and chips? Well, the Peyia Chippy is coming up on the right hand side, the Grande Cafe, and of course one or two other businesses waiting especially for you. Central Peyia, Midtown Peyia, downtown Peyia, and now we're heading back towards Coral Bay. I'm not saying you can't walk from Peyia to Coral Bay, you can, but I would say it was a little bit too far, so perhaps hop on a bus or thumb a lift might be the easiest way to do it. But there's always something special when you're dropping down from Peyia, because of course over the rooftops, over those treetops, you get a great view all over Coral Bay, and of course out into the blueness of that blue Mediterranean Sea. I'd like to say a big shout out, a big thank you to many people that come back to the channel and many people that keep us afloat via Buy Me Coffee and of course via the PayPal platform as well. If your name is Baron Steve, Baroness Heather, thank you very much indeed for your rather large contribution to the lounge bar, and hopefully you have a safe trip home, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you when you come to the launch event on the 15th of March in 2025. And rumour has it that there's quite a few people coming as well. Baron Von Cigar, that's Lord of the Martin, his girl Lady Victoria, of course Princess Tracy. I got a feeling Sir Richard and his blonde beauty, Lady Judy of the Nash, and of course my little mate, who's not that little, Viscount Leo, may be coming as well. Big shout out to Lady Kirstine, Sir Scott in downtown Glasgow, and of course their grandson, who's a little bit fantastic. If your name's Alexander the Fantastic, a very Calimera to you. Lady Zena, our Sir Kev, and of course their grandson, Prince Lorenzo, a very big Calimera to you. I'm going to light the little boy cigar again, and we're going to continue our journey back towards the Coral Bay Strip. Hopefully you've enjoyed my company, I've enjoyed your company, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon indeed. That is Ponietta Bay that's coming up, by the way, and as many people say, quite simply, it's a view worth dying for. So we're now about to join the main road, the main coastal road from the Peyia area to Paphos. If you go left, you go to Paphos. We're going to go right, and then we're going to take a left, and we're back onto the Coral Bay Strip. That's the Bank of Cyprus, and we're going to keep on going. You feast your eyes and digest, and I'm going to smoke my little boy cigar. There's no doubt about it, life is good on the island of love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon indeed.